And welcome back, everyone. So, oh God, do I have to go through it? Darn it, I gotta do this again. Um, so, uh, a viewer gave me your birthday because I'm trying to find your name right now throughout all the comments here. Hold on. It was Bald, what was it? Bald Alpha. I'm almost there. I had it, and then I had to do this, and then it went away. Bald Alpha Mars Aldo. Um, you asked me for a birthday request. Now your birthday was yesterday. But I got busy. But I try to honor the birthday request. You gave it to me before your birthday, so I wanted to honor it. And so you asked for a review of Miraculous Ladybug Edge of Time London Special. I believe that's what it was. Now, you also said if I couldn't do that, to do what if Naruto was a genius, or what if Naruto, oh God, what was the other one? Either way, both which are multi-part series. Like, you have to, if you're gonna give me a what if for a birthday suggestion, you have to give me something that can be done as a one shot. And you got to actually think about feasibly what would be a one shot. You can't just suggest something. Because you didn't give me anything beyond that, I looked around and I did find the special. So you want me to review the special? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't expect me to be watching this show and doing reviews. I'm not doing that. This is a birthday request, so I'm doing that. Now I was aware of Miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir. I was aware of that, but I have never once watched it. The best I can glean from the show is that in this world there are things called miraculouses, which are represented by rings that represent, or in Ladybug's case, earrings. They are represented by an animal of some kind, a ladybug, a cat. There's also butterfly. Apparently, there's also a bunch of other ones. And they have these like little cheapy spirits with them too. And you have powers and abilities and superheroes and villains and all that. And this detailed, I'm guessing this is the step to another season of this show. Like, this is the in-between special to bridge us into the next series or next season. So, what can I say about this show? Okay, I can already tell you, it's hard to review a show that is multiple seasons in because I don't have any investment in the characters. I have not, and watching all these events that have taken place, and like, oh God, she's terrible. She's terribly sad about having to lie to her boyfriend about her dad, who's also secretly her partner and stuff like that, and they don't know that. Like, I get like there's apparently, I would say, can't you recognize that these two are the same people, but they actually do address that. That apparently if you took off the miraculous, it like erases your memory of the events. So that's why you can't learn their identities, I'm guessing. But yeah, I'll say this: the beginning of the special, I was trying to get invested, and I'm just like, I'm feeling nothing for these characters because I haven't gotten to know these characters. That being said, I do appreciate like the effect of like existential crises, the moral arguments they're bringing up in this series. Like, I am actually respecting what they're trying to do here. I just wish I could feel more invested because I have never watched the series. And then you start with this, I'm guessing it's the miraculous of the rabbit based on the ears. That's what I'm going to guess. Who apparently has like temporal manipulation abilities, which is kind of cool. Talking to your future selves. But then apparently the world's ending because the new villain is trying to destroy things and all that. And trying to stop everything. Apparently you get a wish when you get all the miraculous together. So there's that. And apparently scaling from the miraculous universe actually gets into the universal level feats. So yeah, there you go. But because I know I've done Cat Noir once on Who Would Win, but I had him against Beerus, which means Beerus obliterated his ass. It wasn't a competition in terms of strength when you compare someone who's a multiversal level fighter to just a universal level fighter. It's just not the same in terms of scaling. With that said, I will admit, once we got to this part where she goes into this like time bubble, and tries to keep going back and changing the past to stop her identity from being discovered by the bad guy, it did actually get kind of fun. It's like, okay, this clearly is just a special leading into the series sequel, so the villain's not going to be absolutely defeated or anything like that. But it is still interesting. Like, okay, how's the villain not going to win? Like, how is that going to happen? Let me see what's going to go on here. And I did like the aspect of constantly like going to different points in time and trying to stop them, and then still failing, then figuring out, okay, I can't take the notebook away so that way they write down the information, but if I take the notebook away, write in it, and then write a different name, and then make it seem like they got away with the notebook, and then trick them into thinking their plan failed, that admittedly was a clever way out of that. I actually respected that from a writing standpoint, because time shenanigans are always difficult to write. Animation style wise, I don't know. This isn't bad. I have certainly seen far worse animation styles. I don't know. Something about it is just doesn't seem proportionate. Like their heads just seem a little like, if you like this image right here, if you look at her neck is tiny compared to her head. Whereas other characters like I don't know her name, I couldn't remember her name, but the rabbit, her neck seems a lot more proportionate. So I feel like that might be where some of my, and then some of the characters, like when we see the villain out of costumes, like this design isn't quite gelling, like something is looking off here. So I think the animation is like just a little off in proportions. So that's where I'm like, this is a little weird. Also, look, after a while, you realize I can't touch this thing. It's a ghost. Maybe just stop. Or, I don't know, grab the goddamn rings so they can't grab the rings. I don't know. Yeah, but the problem is they make rules about time travel. It can't affect things drastically or whatever. So, and I like the idea of, okay, I can't just take my Miraculous Ladybug earrings back. I gotta go to a point in time where I wasn't being Ladybug and then put them back. Basically, it's the Avengers Infinity Stone timeline conundrum. We gotta pluck the stone and put it back right when we did that. So yeah, do you think they got that idea for Endgame? Who knows? But overall, it was a fun little special. I can't say it makes me really want to watch the show all that much. The only reason I'd want to watch the show is just to learn the more powers, and I can just go on the internet for that. So, yeah, I can't say I'm gonna ever watch the show, but it was an okay watch. I've watched far worse for other reasons. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Happy birthday, Bald. Until then, see you next time.